Hey guys and gals, welcome back to Surviving Bedrock. We are over here at the cow farm. This thing has been working out really well for us. I planted some wheat up on the ledges just to give us some more wheat, because this isn't a very big plot. And we've got some big plans, so we need to grow a lot of cows. But this thing has been working really well. I noticed they get kind of glitchy when you put too many in here. So probably... Ooh, that's a bit loud. Let's back up from that a little bit. Definitely don't want to be overpacking it too much, but we're getting some drops. As I said, we got some big plans, so we need a lot of leather from that. But today, we are going to work on a couple of things. First off, I need to go back down into the mines and bring up our diamonds, because I got some plans for those. So... And I also need to sleep, so we'll meet you guys back up on the surface when it's daytime and when I've got those diamonds in hand. And until then, we'll roll the intro. Okay, so we are back up from the caves with our 7 diamonds, and we've got a few things earmarked for these diamonds. First thing, we are going to make a diamond pickaxe. That is going to be a necessity. I hate that it puts the items in the crafting grid now, but I digress. So we've got 4 diamonds left. I had said that we were going to make a jukebox for our parrots, so that's going to be a frivolous diamond spend. Bam. Slap this down over here by our parrots. That gives us 3 diamonds left. We are going to make a diamond shovel with one of them. And the last 2 diamonds are going to be earmarked for an enchanting table. We need a few ingredients for that. And actually, since they changed the inventory system with the item unlocking, it doesn't even show up in here anymore, even though we have diamonds in our inventory. So we actually have to go to search, type in enchanting table, it pops up right up there. We need some obsidian and a book. Well, book is easy. We got sugarcane, we got leather. That's a no-brainer. Let's grab some sugarcane first before I walk away from here. We'll grab 3 sugarcane to make, I think it's what, 3, is it, I can't remember, is it 3 pieces of paper or 3, we'll just grab some. I can't remember for sure. Over here, we'll grab a little bit of leather. I know it's just 1 leather. I think it's 1 leather and 3 paper to make a book. Let's see. We got a crafting table over here. Let's make some paper. Yep, it's 1 leather and 3 paper. Okay. And I know where we can go get some obsidian now that we have a diamond pickaxe for it. We got a ruined portal over here. Go ahead and cover up all of this lava, because we are eventually going to want to use this lava, so we don't want to get rid of it. But we don't want to lose our obsidian when we go to mine it up. So let's grab our diamond pickaxe. First couple strikes we'll use out of it to get some obsidian. Incredibly painful without enchantments. There, now we've got the crafting recipe unlocked. And 4. That'll be our obsidian. Let's take that back. And now that we've got our obsidian, we can go to our crafting table and make our enchanting table. Now this is going to be the basis of today's episode, but it's going to be with a little twist, because we need a couple things to use an enchantment table properly. First off, we need some bookshelves. And our cows are grown up, so we can come over here and press the button. And step back, because that's very loud. I'll make sure to lower that in the edit for you guys, so I'm not blowing out your eardrums with that. I don't know if we're going to have enough leather. Let's grab some and see. I think we need 45 books. 45 books, because it takes 3 books to make a bookshelf. So we should be able to put that back. let's see. Let's grab some sugarcane. We need a total of 15 bookshelves. And we will show this off later when we get the setup going. But let's actually grab paper, or grab sugarcane to make into paper. Paper, paper, paper. Give me 3 stacks of paper, plus the 6 extra I had from earlier. And we need to make 45 books. And then we need to make some stacks of planks. Turn those books into bookshelves. We are going to need a lot of wood. Let's make another stack of planks. 15 bookshelves. Alright, let's put the excess away. Now, we're not going to put these down over here because I have a spot in mind for this. But basically, the way this works is you put your enchantment table down, and you need to surround it with bookshelves with 1 air block around. So say this torch was the enchanting table. We would need to put bookshelves in places like this around it. They can go up to 2 high, and there always has to be 1 unobstructed air block gap in between the enchanting table and the bookshelves. As long as you get 15 bookshelves around, the corners are included, you will get the max level enchantability. And then forgive me if I start calling the enchanting table its enchantment table, but I always Freudian slip and call it enchanting table. I think a lot of people do. But let's go ahead and put this stuff away for the time being, because we're not quite ready for it yet. Let's put this away too. Lapis is another ingredient you need it for the enchantment table, because that is one of the costs of enchanting an item. It costs lapis, plus it costs experience. And that's where we're going with this. Because one other thing we need is we have this nice fancy jukebox that we spent a diamond on. We don't have any way to play it. We don't have any music discs. And I could have gone ahead and saved a diamond for, my world's first diamond like Rayth did, but I felt the jukebox was a little more important for that. But we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone with today's episode. We are going to get a music disc, and we're going to get a source of experience to be able to enchant items. And that is going to be with a mob spawner that I actually found in this world. Let's go ahead and sleep first, and we'll talk about it. So we haven't really talked about mob spawners in this game yet, because we haven't found any. Now, I was actually in a creative copy of this world, looking around in the area under the village, seeing what was around under there. That is morally questionable whether or not you like that or not. Some people will be strongly opposed to any kind of creative looking around in their world. I feel it's fine, because it's a tool that's available to you. So I do a lot of my testing in a creative copy of this seed. So I actually found a skeleton spawner right over there in that mountain that's not too far down, with a pretty easy way to get to it. That is going to help us for a lot of things. It's going to give us a source of bones, it's going to give us a source of experience, and it's going to get us some music discs that are in the chests over there. Now, yes, I did kind of cheat and look in the chests in creative to see what was in there. So I know what we're going to get, but I'm not going to spoil that for you guys. You'll just have to wait and see. Now, one other thing I did is I brought some of the iron back up from the bottom too. We're going to go ahead and we're going to finally retire this gold and leather armor. I think it's time. I think we're going to finally make the jump into iron armor. And then we can really starting to phase out the stone tools. We're going to need an iron sword. We're going to need an iron pickaxe. We're going to get the stone tools out of our hotbar for right now. Find these guys. There we go. I don't need the hoe. I can put that away. That was a project earlier. We've got a little field over here. This is for a later date project, so don't worry too much about that. I was just trying to expand my wheat production so I could grow my cows faster. But we're going to get a little adventurous today. We are going to put on our gear. We are going to make an armor stand. And we're going to slap some of our gear down as a little memento for our starter gear. We'll put it here for right now. Eventually we're going to get to a starter house, and I do have plans for that. I actually did flatten out a little bit of an area. It's not what I wanted to do. You need to go on the armor stand. There you go. I flattened out this area over here. I think we're going to end up putting a starter house right in this area. That's not going to be today's episode, but very soon, because we need to stop living out of the tent, and we need to stop having chests on the ground. But I've been rambling on long enough. Let's get together what we need for this project. We'll keep some iron on us, because we might need that. We've got plenty of wood. We've got coal. We need to make some more torches. We're definitely going to need torches for this project. Let's make some sticks. Let's make another stack of torches. We'll put those there. That will get us going for right now. Got our shield, which has seen a little bit of damage, and actually something I remembered that we can do. Let's add this to our shield. I forgot that they gave us the ability. I need to take the shield off first. They gave us the ability to put banners on shields. I think we just do this. Yeah. Oh, it fully repaired my shield too. Look at that. That's a little hack. I didn't know that was a thing. That's kind of cool. Well, look, we learn something new every day. If you put a banner on a shield, apparently it fully repairs your shield. That's awesome. All right, we're going to set off. We need to go to a cave entrance that is going to lead us up into the tunnels where the spawner is. And we have some cobblestone. We're going to need that. I probably should have taken a little bit more, but we're going to get plenty more when we start digging. This is going to be our first little bit of going into a cave, so another reason why I wanted to make the iron armor, so we were a little bit more protected for this. We need to go up into that cave right there. I don't really have a good way around to it. Let's go over here. This cave is going to be nice and dark, and I don't know what's going to be waiting for us up here. Right, let's start lighting up and tread carefully. We don't need to go down that way, but we are going to probably light it up a little bit. I might actually block some of these off. Zombies over there. You're a spider. Okay. We're actually going to do... I'm going to block this off because we don't need anything in there. This is why I should have gotten some more cobblestone. I also should have brought in a bed with us. Didn't think about that. Oh, there's another tunnel. Oh, I can't even get back up. Another cave up there, too. Let's see if we can get some light on this. I want to be careful. I don't want to touch that gravel because it will fall on us. We'll have to mine up some blocks in here. Especially if we're going to block off some of these caves. Okay, that should be fine. Nothing can get out of there. We'll stick a torch on there. And the same thing here. We're going to block this guy off. Well, there's the spider. Go ahead and grab some of this coal, because why not? It's right here. Okay, let's block this. Don't need... go in there. Perfect. And we'll see cobble and we'll know that we blocked off some other paths. So far we're getting pretty lucky. There's nothing spawning in our way. And if you see down there, there's the prize. And we need to block that. That. As soon as I move any closer, we're gonna have skeletons spawning in that room. I also need to make sure there's nothing else in that room. Okay, we got some skeletons. We're gonna run in, we're gonna torch it, and we're gonna back up. Oh, look at that! Haha! They're gonna take themselves out. We get to take out the victor. And there you go. Easiest spawner clear ever. And now we've got a torch on it, so nothing's gonna spawn. Now, this is a very small spawner room. And normally you get 2 chests out of these. We only got 1 this time. But look at this. Ooh, this is actually a little different than in the creative seed. So the creative seed I'm looking at is not an exact copy of this world. It's just the same seed. So it looks like chests do differ a little bit, but because we got 2 versions of cat, and we got, this was the prize that I was hoping was here, other side, which is an awesome disc. Let's double back really quick just to make sure we lit everything up properly, because this is going to be our main way in and out of here. We're going to make just pretty much extra light things up. Alright, one thing we're going to do, we're going to run back really quick because we didn't grab a bed. And it's not dark yet. It's getting there. So I'm going to meet you guys back in the spawner room. I know I said I'd meet you guys back in the spawner room, but this felt too important first. Gotta get our parrots dancing. Why are the other ones not dancing? Come on, guys. You guys need to be closer. Apparently they need to be very close. There we go. We got our dancing parrots. Awesome. Okay. We'll enjoy that later. Back to the spawner room. Okay, we are back in our cramped little skeleton spawner room. And we need to dig this thing out in order to make a farm out of it. The first thing we're going to do is get this chest out of the way. That's going to be in our way. We'll throw that out here. Not right there in my walkway. I made some stairs to make my life a little bit easier getting in and out of here. Let's dump all this stuff back in here, and then stuff we don't need. We will put our bed down over here somewhere. And make sure we have a spot to set our spawn at. Do it up here somewhere. Somewhere that's not gonna shoot me into a cave when I sleep. Right there. That looks good. I don't even know if we'll be able to... Oh, it is dark. There we go. Even though I hear mobs, we are able to sleep, so that's good. There's gonna be caves all around here. None of them that I want to play with right now. So a typical spawner build setup is you would dig 4 blocks out in every direction from the spawner. We're going to do this with a slight twist. Instead of making a 9x9 room, we're actually going to make a 10x10 room. And it'll be apparent why when we get in there. But for now, I'm going to dig a 10x10 room out around this spawner. And we're going to dig this thing all the way down to -57. And I'll probably throw the camera count up and do a nice little time lapse for you guys. And we'll cut back in when we have all this dug out all the way down there.
How did I get here? Which road did I take? Nobody is around me. I didn't want them anyway. And I don't have the answers to the questions that they're asking of me. For now, I think I'll float out on the oceans of my misery. Hey, you, I'm you from the future. And just when you thought you had it all figured out,
Okay, guys, we are back. We have got the room completely dug out. Now, we're going to try to run this pretty quick because this episode's already going longer than I want it to. We need to go up to Y63, and this is where the floor is going to go for this. And we are going to put down a solid floor, leaving a 2x2 in the middle. And once we have that floor in place, we are going to put a water bucket in each of the 4 corners. And if I did this right, the water will stop exactly at the edges there. And this will be the funneling system for the skeletons. They will all land in the water and funnel to this central point. So we can drop down here now, and we can go ahead and build our drop chute. We are going to go ahead and start creating a little drop chute here. Just like this, leaving the 2x2 in the middle. The 4 blocks directly in the middle we are going to dig out and replace with a couple of things. Well, first off, we need to go 2 down because we need to put hoppers underneath. We are going to place hoppers into a double chest like this, and we're going to take mud blocks and put those over the central point of the drop chute. And the reason we can get away with this is because mud blocks are slightly lower than a solid block, so they will allow items to be picked up through them, unlike normal solid blocks. I actually had to move the chest 1 further back because otherwise the redstone that we're going to put in is going to interfere with it. So this is what we're looking at right now. We are going to set up a Trident killer. And this is going to be a particularly different type of Trident killer build because we don't have access to the nether yet, so we don't have nether quartz, so we can't make comparators or observers, which we would normally use to set up something like this. But we do have a workaround. We're going to do our typical pattern for the Trident killer with the blocks like that. We are going to surround the pistons and make a perfect square with some stone blocks. I ran out of diorite, so we're just going to use cobblestone. I'm not going for looks for this build, more function than anything else. What we're going to do is throw our Trident in here now, before we finish sealing this up. And then we're going to go ahead and just put glass blocks in all the rest of the spots, because I like to be able to see as everything's going on. Now, this is definitely going to be a bit of an unorthodox circuit, but this is going to work out for what we need it to for right here. We are going to make a repeater clock, just like so. And we need to break this block out, put in a redstone block with a lever on top of it. And if we start wiring this up right, we need a redstone dust right here. We're going to go around this way. We are going to put a repeater right here. And this is going to be on 2 ticks. There. We need another repeater right here. This one's going to be on 3 ticks. And a last repeater right here, and this one's going to be on 2 ticks to that piston. And if I did this right, we should flick this on and off real quick. I didn't do it quick enough. We have to break that dust. Try this again. I need to flip it on and off quickly. It's not working. Let's try that again.
1 eternity later.
Oh, I think I figured out what my problem was. I need these guys on 4 ticks. Let's see if that does it. There we go. I got there eventually. So these 2 on 4 tick delay, 2 tick delay, 3 tick delay, 2 tick delay. It's going to be a fast pulse, but we are getting the full Trident killer motion. Now, in order to shut it off, we either flick this lever or we would break this dust. Every time we need to reset the circuit, we will need to break this dust and put it back down. But it's a small price to pay for not needing observers or comparators for a clock. So that's the totality of the chamber here. We have the hoppers in, we have the storage system in. Right now we've just got a single chest. We could possibly expand this later on. All that is left for us to do is to get our way in here and break these torches and wall this off. So we're going to get rid of our stairs here because this is not necessary anymore. We're going to go ahead and start walling this up. And I think I'll leave a little bit of glass as long as the light doesn't bleed through enough. And let me think, I should possibly be able to reach these torches to knock them out. Not that one. Okay, I can't reach that corner one. Let's get in here really quick. Oh, and one thing I need to do here too. Let me get up. Hopefully not fall in. Need a glass block right there and then solid blocks. This will make it so if any skeletons try to spawn on top of the spawner, there we go, they will immediately get pushed off. And you could just completely block that pillar, but then it reduces one spawn space that's available. So usually it's best just to put a glass block on top of there. But once we break that last torch, this thing goes down. Let's do that, and let's give it a shot. There goes one lonely skeleton. Let's go ahead and block this. I think we'll just do like one little viewing window. We'll make sure we don't have any light that's too close to that, while still keeping the area outside here spawn-proof enough. Now, the way we design this is every space in this room is going to be within range to have that spawner activated. So now all we got to do is double flip that. And there's our Trident killer. So we don't have to worry about manually swinging at these guys. We don't have to worry about our sword durability right now. Now, it is a little fast, so the skeletons will bounce up on it sometimes. It's kind of a limitation of the circuit. There's not really much I can do to slow it down. This seemed like the most optimal timing for this, but it definitely works. And all I need to do is stand near one of these pistons to get the experience, like so. And if I want to shut it off, just break that dust, put it back down. Now we got one more thing we're going to do here really quick. We're going to dig out a small room for the enchanting table. Sorry, not enchanting table, enchantment table. I am going to screw that up till the end of time. And just like that, we've got a cute little enchanting setup here that we can throw items in, and we should get full level 30 enchantments, as you can see here, because we have our 15 bookshelves surrounding the enchantment table with a 1 block gap around. We went ahead and spent the iron to make an anvil. We also have a grindstone for disenchanting things. We'll go over a lot of this more in a little bit more detail next episode. We're kind of running through it rapid fire style right here. But one thing we're going to do before we round out today's episode is we're actually going to do this quick smelter system, because we're going to have tons of armor and bows coming out of this. And not only can we disenchant the enchanted stuff here to get experience, but we can use the bows as fuel, and we can smelt the armor down in nuggets. So we're going to set up a 4-furnace system to be able to do this. And we are going to do that. Let me build myself up so it'll be a little easier to reach these. 2 and 4 hoppers going in. And we need to get double chests on top of these. I do have my hopper pack on that shows which direction the hoppers are going. We're going to go chest, 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 and chest. And this will be the input for the items we're going to smelt, the armor. Into the side of all these furnaces, we need hoppers. And hoppers. And we need to throw a double chest on top of these. This might be a little hard at this angle. Let's see if I can do that. Nope. We're going to have to dig into the wall on the side here. Like that. And like that. And that... Oh, I can't open them. Hold on. Alright, that is in. And lastly, we need a chest to collect everything. And we need to get behind that chest. Dig a little bit more. And we need to throw hoppers going into the chest downward. And these hoppers going into those chests. Those hoppers, rather. And that'll do it. So now what we can do, let me clear my inventory. A little bit here. We'll throw these in here. These out of here. The lapis we'll need for enchanting. Just going to make as much inventory room as we can here to grab up all of these bows. We might check out the bows and see. We'll leave the enchanted ones for right now, as we might be able to use those. Some of these high durability, we're going to do here, take a couple of these high durability bows. We can make ourselves a fully fleshed out prepared bow. We'll throw that aside because we're now going to have unlimited arrows. Let's grab all the bows. We'll leave the enchanted ones for now because we'll go through and see if they have any useful enchantments. And we could feed a bunch of these bows into the fuel source side here. Like so. And now each one of these furnaces is going to have a bow in the fuel source. And we could take some of these armors. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do anything with the leather armor. That's just going to go in the garbage. Okay, so now what we can do is we can huck this gold armor into here. Like that. And we can huck the rest of these pieces into this chest like that. Now, if I really wanted to, I could make a singular source with another hopper, but that's just going a little too high. But this will feed all of these furnaces. We'll get all of our drops down here. So yeah, I need to keep remembering to come over here and pick up the experience. I added these stair blocks so the experience comes out a little bit easier because I noticed it was getting stuck because of the speed of the Trident killer. And another thing you have to watch out for is if a mob is ever wearing any thorns armor, you will get a little tick of damage. Kind of caught me off guard. I was building this and I thought I got shot from behind by a skeleton, but nope, it was one of them wearing a piece of thorns armor. They should not be able to see me through this at all, even though they do target you because you are technically hitting them with that trident. But yeah, this is where we're gonna wrap up today's episode. I think this worked out really well. It's kind of an unorthodox system for a redstone clock, but until we get nether quartz to be able to do observers to fire this off automatically, this works. It's not the prettiest, but it definitely works. And I think at the start of next episode, we're going to try to play with the enchanting because we have plenty of levels for it. So, ooh, look at that pretty iron armor. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out and checking out today's episode. Please, if you wouldn't mind, hit the like and subscribe button. That greatly helps out the channel a lot. We're trying to get our way up to 500 subscribers so we can get the first tier of YouTube partnership. So, we'll catch you all next time. My name is Aggro, and I gotta skate. Later.